Welcome. My name is Thomas Ledford, and I'm here to share in this video sections 1, 2, 3, how to prepare returns by hand in this module. And so these different lessons are geared towards helping you to learn how to prepare individual income taxes by hand from the comforts of your own home. And so I'll be going through each lesson inside this video to help you get started before you get started. And so the first lesson is Janice Coleman has no children and 1 W-2, and she was born 12/12/1999. You will receive her W-2 later on inside the lesson, once you've got started, registered, paid for your course. You will receive the income documents that apply to each scenario via email to your email address that you gave when you registered for the course. So the next one is Bobby Davis has 2 kids and a W-2 and interest income in the amount of $79, and he was born July 12th, 1998. Now in this particular scenario, you will receive a W-2, like I said. Interest income, for the most part, doesn't necessarily have a form that I can give you. So when it comes to interest income, that's why I give you the dollar amount inside the scenario itself. So you can take that $79 and put it on line 8A of the 1040 tax return, because that's what we're going to be turning from all through this course, is the 1040. Also, I mentioned he has 2 kids, but you get additional information that he won't be filing his 2 kids. That's just FYI information for this particular scenario. And so you'll receive a W-2 for him, and you'll get a summary page that'll give you pertinent information that you can use to help prepare the return when the time comes. And that'll be for every scenario that's on this page. You'll get the W-2s for all those that fit that category. When it comes to a certain income, you will not get a form, because alimony doesn't have a form for that. He or she will basically just tell you how much they receive a year from the spouse. When it comes to that interest income, for the most part, you will get the amount inside the scenario immediately, so you can take that amount and put on line 8A of the 1040 tax return. And so the next one is Dean Martin. He has a W-2 interest income in the amount of $29, and he paid alimony to his former wife, Gail Martin, in the amount of $15,500. So on the 1040 in the adjusted gross section, you'll go to the appropriate line and you'll put in the $15,550 along with the Social Security number that's associated with Gail Martin, his wife, that the form asks you for when it comes to the 1040. The next one is Lisa Parker, is an independent consultant for a real estate agent, and she has Schedule C and SE to prepare, and 2 kids, and she works part-time and receives a W-2. So in this scenario, she has her own business as a real estate consultant, and she also worked a job part-time for the year of 2017. And so you will get a W-2 for her. You'll get some other information emailed to you concerning her income and expenses for the business that she talked about having inside this scenario later on. And also, you have other videos that you can go to that help you go through the Schedule C line by line and how to fill it out, that you can use as a reference point before you get started when it comes to certain types of income. So this online income tax course is geared towards you learning how to prepare individual income taxes from the comfort of your own home, and you'll have enough video series that's going to give you everything you need to have to help you to sufficiently and effectively learn how to prepare individual income taxes from home, just like you would if you were sitting in a classroom with me. And so that's how you got to look at this course. It's like sitting in a room with me, but in reality, you actually have access to a series of videos that's going to help you to fill out all the different forms and schedules that's associated with learning how to prepare individual income taxes. You're going to get all the resources to all the publications you're going to need to learn about email to you, where you can go to irs.gov and pull up the publication 501 and read about what you need to read out, or you can print a portion of that out on the section you want to learn about more so than others. And the actual forms you're going to need to prepare the returns, you will have access to, where you can print those out as needed, or you print out so many of each one and already have available at your home. So when you start to go and start the lessons and start to prepare the lessons by hand, you already have the forms printed out for yourself. So it's up to you on how you want to do that. So in this video, we're going to continue going through all the scenarios and give you information that applies to each one if needed. The next person is Don and Renee Fisher. Has 2 kids, and they both receive a W-2. And Dan has interest income in the amount of $19. So like I say, interest income on the 1040 is line 8A. You'll receive a W-2 for both of them by email with a summary form with all the pertinent information for the taxpayers as well as the kids on there that you want to use to help fill out the forms by hand. That's going to help you to learn how to fill out individual income taxes. And then you have videos you can refer to if need be, that you can stop and pause and go through to help you to fill out the Schedule C, the Schedule E, the Schedule A, the Schedule B, 2441 child care expense, 8863, which is education expense, 8880, which is retirement savings, contribution credit. So all the different forms and everything that this course is going to give you, you'll have video tutorials you can go through that's going to help you to better understand the information that you're going to be learning about firsthand. And so the next person is Dale Johnson, has 2 children, interest income in the amount of $39, and also is an independent carpenter who needs a profit and loss from business prepared, and his income from that is $159,850. His expenses are given inside that scenario to help you to be able to fill out the Schedule C right then and there. You'll also receive pertinent information in the form of a summary email to you that you can use as a base for filling out the actual 1040 form for the personal information section, the filing status, the exemption amounts, and all those other things you'll need to go along with each scenario. You'll have a summary page for each person that you'll refer to help you to get pertinent information like social security numbers and birthdays and addresses and things of that nature will all be on the summary page for each scenario that you'll get emailed to you. That's going to help you to fill out these forms by hand without you have to guess or make up information on your own. You'll be given information that you can look at and just simply transfer it to the forms and fill them out. So the next person is Linda Payton, has 2 kids, a W-2, interest income in the amount of $62, and receives alimony of $19,850. That'll go on line 11 of the 1040. That alimony of $19,850. You'll get a W-2 email to you along with the summary page of the pertinent information you're going to need when it comes to ages and social security numbers and addresses and telephone numbers, and all that will be on the summary page for each scenario. And $62 in interest income will go on line AA of the 1040. The next one is a question: what 4 types of income have we learned since starting this course? So if you remember or go through the first page I gave you, we went over certain incomes in that in there. And if you don't remember it by heart, then you just simply refer to the information that you was given earlier when it comes to page 1, sessions 1, 2, 3, and that should help you to understand what incomes we've talked about so far. Or you can refer to some videos that talks about the different incomes that will be covered in this course that you can refer to and basically write down the first 4, which will be the answer to that question. It says within the 4 types of income we covered since the course, which one is unearned income? And so if you remember the 4 what we covered so far, unemployment is considered unearned income because you worked for it already on the front end, and now on the back end that you're no longer working, and you go file for unemployment and qualify, then you get unemployment. So that's the unearned income that it's talking about in that scenario. And if there's any other ones, then you should have the information that you need to be able to answer these questions effectively. The last question is, what two types of income out of the four that we learned are the most common kinds of income that you're familiar with in your experience? And so based on your experience, most people are going to say W-2s. We're familiar with W-2s and unemployment. Those are the two most common ones we may be familiar with. If you remember 1099-R, which is retirement income, you might be familiar with it, you might not. And then like I say, self-employment and alimony. So, those are the different incomes that we've covered thus far that you may be familiar with or not. So, like I say, in this video, just going through each lesson and pointing out certain things about each one, and just really letting you know that you will receive additional information concerning each scenario on this page that's going to help you to fill out these forms by hand without you have to guess or make up anything on your own. That information will be provided to you, so you won't have to do that. And so this video here covers sessions 1, 2, 3, how to prepare returns by hand module. And these are the ones you're going to use to actually prepare individual income tax returns by hand with. And so I have a video that's going to help you to determine what forms are going to be needed for each scenario that you're going to be learning about, that you can refer to, that's going to help you to better prepare individual income tax returns and really learn this stuff and really know this stuff just like you would if you were actually sitting in the classroom with me. Is what this income tax course has really been designed and put together to do, is to give you the feel that you right there in the room with me learning how to prepare individual income taxes, and you just listening to my voice, and as you take the instructions that I give you and you listen to the information that we talk about, and you follow the directions and instructions that's given to be able to prepare individual income taxes to the point where you feel confident in what you're doing, and now you're able to go out here and start to make money from what you learn. And for people who are serious about learning how to prepare individual income taxes and make a career out of it, I have a program designed for you as well. And if you want more information, just simply reach out to me and ask me about that program, and I'll send you over email you some information over about my career training program that may be a good fit for you, or my partnership program, either of the two. I'll let you look at it and decide what one will best fit you and us together going forward. And so this is what this video is covering, is that sessions 1, 2, 3, how to prepare returns by hand module. And I'll see you in the next video.